their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. And here's the handoff. They stop him right at the 24.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll run it from the gun. Trucks through the defender. They get him down, but the game moves the ball up to the 36.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Pass caught. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have the sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back. They're going to test the secondary. Quick completion to the tight end. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
On first down, it's play action. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He'll try a pass here. And he finds his tight end for the catch. They get him down. The gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
Chris, how about this? I mean, there's nobody open initially. He rolls out to be able to get out of the pocket away from the pressure and eventually finds the big tight end for those positive yards in that first down.
And there's the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
This will be third and short, the seventh play of the opening drive. Running play called on third and short. Moves the football to the 30, good enough for a first down.
That's how you keep the opening drive alive right there. Good, hard, tough running to be able to pick up that first down and the third down conversion.
And the Commodores with first and 10 here. Offense looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway, snuffs out the scoring threat. Big play.
Well, just a tough way to start this game for this offense. Throwing an interception on their very first drive. Now, see how their own defense will do, but they cannot panic, make a couple adjustments, and get ready next time they get the ball.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Here's the second down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Important second down play coming up. Give it to the back again. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Their completion makes it second down. And the single back takes the handoff. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. So now it's third and short from the 23. Potential four-down territory. Let's see what the third down call is. And they pick up the first on the ground. The Volunteers pick up enough yardage to move the sticks.
Well, that's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Looking to scramble to his left. It's going to be incomplete. Trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Makes a nice move there.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or do they have to settle for three? Can he make it to the marker? And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now.
Chris, it's early in this football game, but the defense had a golden opportunity to come up with a stop, and they allow him to run the football on him to get the first down, and now it's first and goal. Missed a golden opportunity. Let's see how they respond here.
They can't punch it in on the ground. The defense holding firm there on first down.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense facing second and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Vols. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Vanderbilt's offense heads back out onto the field now. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. The pocket breaking down. Going to try to use his legs here. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game. He's able to do that right here.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Commodores are moving quickly down the field.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
I like the call here, but you can't run long, developing play-action passes like that if the offensive line is not going to give the quarterback time to throw.
He went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise,
it's a deep throw down the right sideline. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a two ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
This should be the last play of the quarter. He'll hand it off. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And he'll set up to throw. Makes the grab. It's Harrison. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
On third and short, they'll try to throw for it here. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. And they add to their lead.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. And he's tackled just short of the 25. So here comes the Vandy offense back on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Past the 10. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Commodores.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
This one will be fair caught. First down here for this offense. They're going to run it here.
Well, the defense coordinator this week always telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he's got it again. Oh, look at the quick cut. And it's good for a first down with a 36.
Love to watch this offense when they can dominate the line of scrimmage and have a talented back behind him. You continue to pick up first downs. You get the rhythm going. We've been watching Tennessee offenses do that for a long time.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Moves left out of the pocket. He's going to take off. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Testing the right side here. He's found some room at the 45. Out of bounds after another huge chunk on the ground. What a job by this offensive line today. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back. Just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right. And then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Hand off to the back. In the clear at the 25. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down. Well, he finally goes out of bounds down inside the 10, but that play sets up this offense in good scoring position.
It sure does. What a great play of creating momentum for this offense. Now you want to see if they give this back a chance to put it into the end zone now that they're first and goal.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Second down and goal upcoming. Quarterback drops back. He flips it to the back across the middle. Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
Yeah, I know it's only the first half, but let's face it, Chris. You've come this far. This is a playoff game. When you get inside a 10-yard line, you can't settle for field goals. You need touchdowns. Let's see if they're able to come up with it here.
They've moved it to the 3. Now it's third and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Well, when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to third and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Now they get set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. The last possession was a one-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they make the stop to get the ball carrier down.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Pressure is coming. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Offense protecting the lead here, but they've been playing so well. Let's see if they go for more before halftime. The game good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
It's a short completion to the big tight end, but he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
That completion sets up an important third down play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. And the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
The Vols will have to kick this away. Punter comes out for the first time today, looking to pin him back. And the punt lands out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they'll spot it here. So the Vanderbilt offense heads back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. Receiver makes the grab. The timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to you.
And he floats this pass deep down the right side. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Love to watch this quarterback go out and execute in this kind of situation. He's doing a great job of ignoring the scoreboard and feeling a sense of pressure to have to play with more urgency. Right now, he's executing. We're in the second quarter. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. Forced to punt last time, trying to add points, build the lead right here. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Chris, to me, it looked like the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the ball from the time he got the snap. His receiver does a nice job of creating separation almost immediately on that corner route.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback, and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here, they get some positive yards.
They look to throw it here on second down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. The spin move. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You you still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Makes a quick grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Hey, it's a gain, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
That completion makes it second and medium. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage, but I'm curious to see if they're going to test this DB again after that coverage.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against defense. Third and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Not much on the return, but hey, will set up the offense at the 35.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. And it's caught. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And they get the completion. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. Is up and no good. A missed chance to tie this game, still down by 3. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Commodores will kick this away to start the second half. Returner decides to fair catch this. Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Short connection to the tight end here. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in the return. Vanderbilt's offense heads back out onto the field now. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Trying to extend the play. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field, so let's check this call. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Back in motion now. Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Running back grabs it on a screen. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. There's the handoff. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down now. The Commodores will look to convert here on fourth down. Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. Fights off a defender. Tackled at the 33. That's good enough for a first down.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so second and 4.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, in this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back to football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And the Commodores will line up on 1st and 10. And now the handoff. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice game like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice game.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Just trucks through the defender. Tackle just short of the goal line at the 1. What a run.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Commodores. They'll take the lead in the second half.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield. He may go for a third or a fourth later today.
The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
That completion makes it second and medium. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, and he dropped it. You don't see that often from this guy. Brings up fourth down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
You can see he's a dangerous return man. They finally grab him, but he sets the offense up in pretty good field position. So here comes the Vandy offense back on the field now. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Sets up a critical third down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Try to add the lead now with PAT. PAT is good, so the lead now is 11. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Offense will keep it on the ground here.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that previous play. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's going to take off here. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
Looking for the wideout. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and get this team to fourth down.
It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Had been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Tackle made after the completion.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary, and they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
He eludes the rush. And with nobody open, he chooses to just throw it away. After the incompletion, they'll line up now for a 3rd and 5. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's got it for a big gain. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Hey, it's a nice game here. They get the first down to stop the clock, but late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
The long drive continues. The offense pushing the ball down the field. Looking to throw again. Defense is coming after him. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete. An important third down attempt for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Caught on the outside. It's Harrison. Steps out of bounds after a solid gain, which sets up a 1st and goal for the offense.
Hey, it's got to start somewhere. That's a nice conversion here on third down. You got a long way to go, but maybe a little momentum here. Let's see what they can do coming off that nice play.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. Second down and goal. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And it's picked off in the end zone. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
So here comes the Commodores offense back on the field. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And now a carry here for the fullback. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, and it's incomplete and very nearly intercepted. They waste an opportunity for a much-needed takeaway there.
Boy, a questionable call there on 3rd down. I know they don't convert, but why not run the ball? Keep the clock moving, especially working with the lead in the 4th quarter. Now you got a big decision here on 4th down and short.
Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Catch made on the right side. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Comes up with the catch. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Looking to scramble now. Tackle made, but the game moves the ball to the 30. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. And the Volunteers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
The offense was moving well, but 2 incompletions sets up a 3rd and 10. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Oh, he misfires again. 3 in a row.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
So down by multiple possessions here. The offense will try to convert here on 4th down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still's got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Now it's 2nd down here. And the quarterback just kneels down.
This has been a great game and a great opportunity for this offense to show what they've been all about all year. They win today, and they advance to the next round.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will